It's your girl Raquel back again with Let's Get Good, where I bring good to feel good. We deploy one concept, one idea, where we take a situation that's negative, bad vibe, or a bad concept, and we flip it and make it positive so we can move into more of a lifestyle filled with better concepts of better feeling good and better ideas to make us move forward. Stay till the end as I choke on incense. Stay till the end, and I will introduce you to a conscious organization that's doing great things in the world to make it a better place, one effort at a time. I've got my Himalayan salt, I got my incense that's trying to kill me, and my sipping cup from my family reunion. I already feel good. Let's get good. So today, the subject of today is another word. I decided to go with gratitude. And the reason I went with gratitude is because I have a way of flipping it to the negative to show how it can be positive. All right, ready? Let's first talk about the meaning of gratitude. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on, y'all. I didn't wear my contacts today. It is a quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for, and to return to kindness. And I'm going to put the link down below, but at verywellmind.com, they talk about ways in which to improve your gratitude. But before I do that, I'll tell you a story. So before I was working for this company, and I went on a trip to Costa Rica. Had a blast. I think the last night I danced 5 hours straight. So needless to say, flew back. Then I started training at the gym. I had a trainer and all of that. And in the midst of that, I busted my Achilles. Now, some people say they broke their Achilles. I say busted because my doctor was so fascinated at how I ruptured it that he took a picture when I was just knocked out before they started surgery. I have that picture today. I will not share it because a lot of people probably can't take it. But I think it's amazing. I think it's fascinating. But more importantly, it was probably the most difficult experience I had ever had because now I can't walk and I had to go through the process of having to go through therapy and all of that. But during that time, I had just started working at this other company and I was concerned about whether they would even keep my job open, but I was able to go out on disability. Things were great. But one of the things I realized is I hated that job. So when I busted my Achilles, it actually gave me 6 months worth of time to recover and still calculate these hours as working hours at my job because they still calculate as you are an employee. So gratefully, when I got back, all I had to do was ramp up, do the business I needed to do to get promoted where I knew I wanted to go. So when I say I flip it, it was a terrible situation. But in the midst of it, it's like, how can I have gratitude for the situation? At the time, I was really frustrated and a little upset. Like, how did this happen to me and why? I didn't have a lot of help. Nobody was, I had some friends that were doing their best to help me. But when it comes down to it, every day you had to figure out a way. How am I going to get to the bathroom? How am I going to get to the kitchen? And eventually one of my friends showed up with a scooter, and it was the most amazing thing because I didn't even know I could get a scooter. And I still have that scooter today for some weird reason. But nonetheless, I hope that I can pass it on to someone else who's ever in that kind of position because it really is hard when you live by yourself. But the best thing about it was it counted toward my employment. And therefore, I could go for a promotion sooner than I would have if I had not calculated that time. So thank goodness I busted my Achilles. But, 3 of the things that they say to do and maintain gratitude is 1, keep a journal. Write down 2 or 3 things every day that you're happy and thankful that you received or experienced. 2, focus on the now. Appreciate the small things in life. And 3, showing gratitude can improve your relationships by making them stronger and more satisfying. And, there's a lot of documentation that shows that it also improves mental and physical health benefits. But one of the things Or 3 top things that show that you are including gratitude in your life is 1, being thankful for your health. Hello. Going back to my story, very grateful that I have 2 legs and I can walk, I can run, I can do things. Thank you. 2, ensuring you say thank you or appreciate someone who's offered assistance, like your waiter or your banker, like simple things. And 3, doing something kind for another person. So gratitude is probably one of the most important things to manifestation, probably one of the most important things to maintaining really good health and a good outlook on life. To be positive means to be gratified by the simplest of things. And more importantly, I think it's also maintaining an attitude of like, I give, I receive, and you keep balance with that. So with that, let's go into the next part where I share an organization that's doing great for the world. I'm about to share an organization that is in the world today trying to make the world a better place. And it's comprised of NASA astronauts utilizing science as they know it to help fight fires. As you may know, I live in California, and the fires had me at one point at the brink of evacuation. Truth be known, I don't think anyone has ever experienced or seen such a demolishment in areas of Altadena, Malibu, and Pacific Palisades. It's really sad because some people still don't have their homes, and they're still trying to work through insurance to even get them built. But imagine if you had a process to be able to protect fires regardless of whether we had water or not. And they are called sonicfiretech.com. sonicfiretech.com. And the concept behind it is how frequency directly impacts the elements of the world. So for example, they have a contraption that basically can put out a fire with the lowest sound of frequency. I found it fascinating because I got to watch it, and I'm probably showing it to you right now. And what's exciting about it is the fact that even to this day, there's certain areas that don't have a lot of output where water is available for potential fires like what happened before. And the truth of the matter is we never had anything that big. So to have that much water available was probably impossible. But the reality of it is 15 homes already are being built with this contraption and the ability to fight a fire like that. So they're hoping to get more negotiations with the state and the county and additional relationships to hopefully make this something more common than not. I'll have the information below. You're welcome to check it out. Who knows, you might be someone who wants to have this built in their home for protection. Anyways, thanks for being with me today. I had a really great time. I hope I brought you some good. And remember, if it doesn't feel good, it probably ain't good for you. And now that you're feeling good, stay good. See you next time.